To our esteemed members of the panel, headed by our ever-dynamic chair, Dr. Ruth Love Rosell, to my very supportive advisor, Dr. Midalia, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful and blessed day for all of us. I am truly appreciative of the guidance and encouragement I have received from all of you throughout this journey. It is with great honor and deep sense of gratitude to have the opportunity to present to you my final paper. My proposal is entitled Value Chain Analysis of Zampi Native Chicken for Sustainable Agribusiness Development in Zamboanga Peninsula Region. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, the Philippines boasted a substantial chicken inventory of 200.21 million birds as of June 30, 2023. Of the whole chicken inventory, native chicken has the highest share of 43.3%, surpassing both broiler and layer chickens. The population of native chicken has shown a significant increase of 6.2% from the previous year, highlighting their capacity to withstand challenges and adapt to different conditions. The native chicken industry plays a pivotal role in the lives of many in the Philippines, extending livelihood support through the pillars of food security, additional income, efficient utilization of farm waste and byproducts, and socio-economic cultural obligation. The Zampe native chicken, named after its origin in the Zamboanga Peninsula region, was developed from the Oluhano strain over a decade-long purification process led by Western Mindanao State University with fundings from DOST Picard. The Zampe native chicken was pilot tested in San Ramon Prison and Penal Farm and J.H. Cirillo State College, Dominguez Campus. To address the unstable supply and high mortality rates in native chicken production, DOST Picard initiated the Industry Strategic Science and Technology Program for native chicken. This program, in collaborations with SUZs in Zamboanga Peninsula, such as WEMSU and JHCSC, has seen success with over 10 million pesos funding, establishing a breeding population of 61,950 Zampe native chicken heads, with 13,614 designated for slaughter, and partnership with 89 adopters. Training programs have equipped adopters with Zampe native chicken production protocols and entrepreneurial skills. The projects have achieved significant outcomes, including high purity, adaptability, foraging ability, and an impressive breeder mortality rate of under 5%, showcasing progress in breeding, community engagement, and production sustainability in the Zampe native chicken value chain. Despite the commendable success achieved through the Zampe native chicken projects, there exists a crucial need to bridge existing gaps. These gaps include issues relating to production, marketing strategies, profitability, identifying opportunities, and challenges within the chain. Value chain analysis examines the current state of Zampe native chicken by considering interconnections within the entire value chain. The theoretical framework of the study will be based on Porter's work on value chain analysis, which offers a comprehensive framework for examining the sequential activities involved in the production, processing, and distribution of agricultural products. The value chain model, developed by Porter, divides the whole process into primary and support activities, providing a valuable understanding of how each activity contributes to the overall competitive advantage and efficiency of the native chicken sector. The study will focus on analyzing the value chain of Zampe native chicken and will address the following questions. First is the current condition of Zampe native chicken value chain in the Zamboanga Peninsula region, given the primary activities in terms of inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and service, as well as the current condition in support activities in terms of infrastructure, human resource management, technology development, and procurement. It will also address the question on profitability, specifically for slaughtered native chicken in terms of return on investment and return on sales. And lastly, the aspects that have been identified as strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in Zampe native chicken value chain. The significance of the study applies to consumers, farmers or raisers, wholesalers and retailers, as well as the government and private agencies involved in the Zampe native chicken value chain. The study scope will be focusing on slaughtered native chicken. Data will be collected over at least 2 years from participants in selected locations in the Zamboanga Peninsula. However, the research has limitations. Focusing solely on slaughtered chickens may not capture other aspects of the value chain, such as egg production or live bird sales. Additionally, the sample of respondents, mainly adopters from specific Zampe native chicken projects, may not fully represent the broader range of stakeholders in the value chain. This study is also limited to certain areas in the Zamboanga Peninsula, so the findings may not apply to regions with different market condition or agricultural practices. The review of related literature comprises literature review on Zampe native chicken, Value Chain Analysis in Agriculture, Porter's Value Chain Analysis Framework, Production, Processing, and Distribution Practices of Native Chicken, Opportunities and Challenges of Native Chicken which reflect and relate to existing objectives. Descriptive statistics will be employed for primary and support activities in the value chain, as data is collected through methods such as surveys, FGD, and KIIs. Thematic analysis will be systematically employed to identify, analyze, and report patterns or themes within the qualitative data. Chapter 4, Presentation, Analysis, and Interpretation of Data. First is a value chain map. Highlights the interconnection of various actors in the current value chain in the area, with the producer or farmer as the core element linking input providers and end consumers. Farmers obtain inputs such as feed, vaccines, and breeding stocks from local suppliers, research institutions, and government agencies, which also offer guidance and resources. Traders play a critical role in connecting producers to markets. They often determine price points and influence market access for small farmers. The two-way information flows occurs as traders, institutional buyers, and consumers provide feedback to farmers, guiding improvements in production and product quality. As for inbound logistics, the findings indicate that most CNC farmers rely on local stores for feed, with only a small percentage producing their own feeds. This reliance on external resources for feed may limit cost control and sustainability. Vaccines are primarily sourced from the local market, with JHCSC project serving as a secondary supplier, while stocks is mainly obtained from the JHCSC project and the Department of Agriculture. This highlights the significant role of institutional support in maintaining the genetic quality and productivity of Zampi native chicken. Housing equipment is predominantly sourced from local hardware stores. When selecting input suppliers, most farmers prioritize quality, which is crucial for poultry health, growth, and productivity. Regarding phenotypic traits, the ZNZ males typically have reddish plumage, while females are blocked with white specks, aiding breed identification. Other common traits include red earlobes and PCOMs associated with resilience to local disease and adaptability to heat. These traits help farmers manage breeding for breed purity. For storage, most farmers use sample sheds, which may risk contamination and affect supply quality, especially for sensitive items like feeds and vaccines. As for operation, most Zampi native chicken farmers keep 10 to 50 chickens, reflecting typical small-scale rural operations. Many are relatively new to farming with 1 to 3 years experience. Farmers mostly use line breeding to maintain Zampi native chicken traits, and a 1:10 ratio of male to female to balance mating resources. Egg production averages 100 eggs per cycle, which is common for native breeds. Pen mating is widely practiced for ease in free-range setups, and natural hatching is preferred for cost effectiveness, while artificial hatching is used by more experienced farmers. Hatchability is high at 83%, supported by natural methods. Cage brooding is most common as it improves temperature control, hygiene, and chick safety, essential for reducing mortality. In terms of feed usage, most Zampi native chicken farmers rely on a combination of homemade and commercial feeds. The biggest challenge for those making homemade is the unavailability of ingredients. But for farmers using commercial feeds, the main issue is the price. Nearly all farmers practice supplemental feeding, with popular supplements including forages, yellow corn, and corn bran, reflecting a diverse approach to enhancing poultry nutrition. Furthermore, the data revealed that feeding twice a day is most common. DNC farmers face common health issues with external parasite affecting of flocks, such as mites and lice. Newcastle's disease is the primary illness reported, while avian flu and fall cholera are minimal. To prevent disease, most farmers vaccinate their chickens, primarily using La Sota and B1B1 vaccines. During outbreaks, most farmers experience a mortality rate under 25%, though chick mortality remains high, affecting majority of the farmers. For housing, most use proper chicken houses, while others or a smaller percentage rely on simple shade or shared family housing. Equipment use is minimal, with only few using incubators with 24%, brooders 7%, and shredders 6%. Sustainability practices are strong, with 51.5% focus on waste management and 48.5% on using local resources, aligning with sustainable farming goals. Most Zampi native chicken farmers market live chickens for slaughter, with monthly sales ranging from 1,000 to 5,000 pesos. Sales mainly occur on the farm or through traders, with limited sales to institutional buyers. The primary distribution channel is direct from producer to consumer, with pickup being the most common method. For market outlet, majority sell directly to neighbors, fellow farmers, and nearby markets, and minimal to traders and restaurants. Most farmers sell their chicken based on weight. Pricing is largely based on the current market price and with a smaller number considering cost of production or seasonal factors. Farmers generally dictate their own price, though some allow for consumer input. In terms of promotion, the most common way to promote their product is through personal selling. For customers buying Zampi Native Chicken for meat, 57% get feedback on the product and 26% receive cooking tips. Nearly half of the Zampi Native Chicken have access to credit, mostly from relatives or friends, while only 4.5% obtain credit from banks or cooperatives. However, 53% lack access to credit, limiting their ability to expand. Most farmers operate with minimal labor, employing only one worker. A large majority of farmers are not members of local poultry associations or cooperatives, indicating limited collaboration. Most farmers have attended an orientation on ZNC production provided by project implementers and government agencies, but 33.3% have not participated in any training, highlighting the need for more capacity building initiatives. In terms of technological advancement, 77% of the farmers have not integrated innovations into their production, showing a reliance on traditional methods. The profitability analysis of the Zampi Native Chicken value chain shows varying financial performance across different operation scales. Small-scale operations have solid ROI of 77% and ROS of 28%, but face higher per unit costs. Medium-scale operations are the most profitable, with ROI of 88% and ROS of 37%, indicating optimal efficiency and strong returns. Large-scale operations, while still profitable, with an ROI of 66%, have a lower ROI compared to medium-scale due to higher operational costs. However, large-scale operations have the highest ROS at 39.78%, showing strong revenue profitability despite potential cost management challenges. SWOT analysis reveals that the Zampi Native Chicken value chain has a strong foundation due to its sustainable practices and robust infrastructure, which support high productivity and cater to a growing market for organic products. However, significant weaknesses such as limited training and access to quality breeder stock could hinder optimal performance and reduce competitiveness. Opportunities for growth exist in accessing credit and cooperative purchasing, which could alleviate financial pressures from rising feed costs. Additionally, the increasing demand for ZNC products present a favorable market landscape, and conversely, threats like escalating input costs and potential for disease outbreaks pose risks and could negatively impact profitability. Compliance with regulatory standards during processing and distribution further complicates operations, while competition from other poultry producers could drive down prices. As for recommendation, for consumers, they should support local Zampi Native Chicken products to foster regional agribusiness sustainability and access fresh, high-quality poultry. For farmers or raisers, they may invest in training, disease control measures, and collaborate with cooperatives to increase productivity and access larger markets. For wholesalers and retailers, they may strengthen distribution networks and pricing strategies to improve Zampi Native Chicken product accessibility and affordability while maintaining profitability. For processors, they may invest in processing facilities, skilled personnel, and safety compliance to meet market demands for high-quality processed native chicken products. For the Department of Agriculture, they can provide targeted financial and technical support to enhance production efficiency and infrastructure for Zampi Native Chicken farmers. For Department of Labor and Employment, they can facilitate workforce development programs to train more skilled workers in poultry production and processing of Zampi Native Chicken. For the Department of Trade and Industry, they can promote Zampi Native Chicken as a regional brand and assist in market expansion to build a sustainable poultry industry in the Zamboanga Peninsula. And for LGU, they should support Zampi Native Chicken farmers by improving infrastructure such as transportation and storage facilities to strengthen the local value chain. Lastly, for research institutions and academics, they may conduct studies to identify best practices, innovative technologies, and sustainable farming methods to improve Zampi Native Chicken production and processing efficiency. That would be all for my study. I express my sincere gratitude to the esteemed panelists for taking the time to evaluate and looking forward for your productive feedback, and to my advisor for her guidance and support throughout the research process. Thank you so much.